Now, good afternoon to all of you. My name is Anthony, and I'm going to be your tour guide for the next 20 minutes here on the Wild Asia Monorail. This adventure is going to begin as we cross over the Bronx River, which is the only freshwater river to run through New York City. If you look through the water, you're going to see some carp on the left side, and in the center of this freshwater ecosystem, far back on the right side, some ducks. Also, turtles and migrating birds inhabit these waters. Now we're going to enter into our first meadow here, where we're going to look towards our immediate left, also down through the bars and in front of you, at our peacocks and peahens. Now the peacock is India's national bird. We would normally find our deer and our antelope here, but here what there is to see is our peacocks, so we're going to talk about them. You're going to notice peacock feathers all throughout this exhibit. That is because these animals are shedding those feathers, what they're very well known for. They shed these feathers after mating season is passed. They have no need for these long back feathers. They are already very big for a bird species, so they will shed them and then regrow them during the new mating season of next year. We are approaching some huts now. I'd like to share with you the history of our Barasingha deer in relation to the huts that we're looking at.
The only 66 of the Barasingha deer remaining in central India. But this population was saved by the cooperation of the local Indian community. Like the shacks you see here, there were many small farms using space in and around India's Kanha National Park. These people were coming into contact with the deer and the tigers that were also living there. Through cooperation with the Indian government, local communities agreed to relocate their villages. By moving, the farmers still had land to farm, but the tigers and their prey got more room to roam.
Now we're going to exit out of this exhibit, and in this next exhibit we're going to find one of our newest additions to the Bronx Zoo here. A little baby horse born November 12th of last year, making her 10 months old. And the name of the species is the Mongolian wild horses, with our baby whose name is Brianna, farthest left, immediately visible on the farthest left side. Now our baby Brianna is the first in 13 years of this species to have been born here at the Bronx Zoo. This is a very endangered species that you're looking at. So much so that in 1965 they had a population density of 0 in their native lands, declared extinct in nature, where North American and Asian zoos had to help them out by reintroducing captively bred horses back into the wild. As you guys in the very last cards, taking your look at these horses. Upon your first glimpses, they may look a bit like donkeys, as they're very small horses with short legs and a mohawk on top of their head, running along their spines. 5 of our 7 horses today are direct descendants of the first herd we ever received here in the Bronx Zoo. A herd that consisted of 28 horses in 1902. The other 2 were brought here for the purposes of breeding this animal. I'm going to need for everyone to pull their hands inside the cars at this time. Behind you is the monorail base where we keep our trains at the end of the night, and we're going to be approaching a big metal staircase on the left side of us, or in front of us. So please keep your hands aside as I share with you some more about the Mongolian wild horses.
The first account of Mongolian wild horses come from rock engravings, paintings, and even cave drawings that date back more than 20,000 years. And the first written accounts were from Tibet, sometime around 900 AD. But these horses remained largely unknown and unnamed to the Western world for many years. During an expedition to Central Asia in 1879, a famous Russian explorer and naturalist, Colonel Nikolai Przewalski, encountered the horse in Western Mongolia. Because of his discovery, this species is also known as Przewalski's horse.
Now as we continue forward, the reason for that slight, sort of unpleasant stop was we have magnetic tags placed along the track to help the computer system know exactly where it is. The tags are not really all that strong. One of our missions here on the monorail is to actually update these tags.